Starting your own business is an amazing idea. However, poor execution and simple mistakes can kill your business before it even started. And that's true even if you have the best idea in the world. A very skilled, very talented person can totally get into big financial crisis because of starting the wrong business or starting the right business in the wrong way or in the wrong time. So in this video, we're going to discuss your first business. By the way, this video will also be true for you if you started several businesses before and they all failed, that right now this is your first business. It might be less accurate for people who already have and own and manage multiple businesses, but even for you guys, there might be some gold in here. If you did have some failed business experiences before, then you probably did get some business knowledge and some business experience, but you can totally step on the same landmines you did before if you misidentified them. Most people, when their first business, second business fail, they do look for their mistakes, but most people misidentify them. If you will watch this video to the end, you'll be able to get a better strategy for most people. Obviously, no strategy is right for everybody, but a strategy that it's way better for most people to create their first ever business. And the first most important idea you must understand if you've never ran a business before, you never ran a successful business before, is that you do not know how it's going to develop or feel. You might have a vision, you might have an idea, you might have a gut feeling, but you do not know. You do not know how it's going to be, how it's going to feel, how it's going to behave. So just like you wouldn't get married before dating, like you wouldn't get into a romantic relationship with someone before you get to know them, you should approach similarly your first business. And just like you understand, you're not necessarily going to marry the first person you date, even if it is your first love. You need to adopt a very similar approach to your business. You need to understand that the first idea you have will not necessarily be the business you own for life. This is why, for example, if you have major financial obligations, I wouldn't leave my job at all. I would keep my job to have my financial security and then build on that my business. Most businesses require some major amounts of money or time to start and to get on being profitable. Some of them can be okay with a little bit of both, but they will require it. If you are in financial stress because of not having your job, you're going to make mistakes in your business, mistakes that will probably kill it. If you're going to start a freelance business, whatever, you're in photography, filmmaking, you might be a writer or a coach or whatever, for most people it takes several months and maybe sometimes even close to a year until you understand the process of getting new customers, getting new clients, until you actually understand how you can make this entire process effective. And from my experience working with dozens of business owners, I'm telling you, there is no reason you cannot do this process in 1 day a week or few hours a day while still having your job. Obviously, if you have a lot of money, if you're in no financial difficulty, and if you have all the money you need to spend and the financial security to being able not to bring any money in for the next year or so, then you don't have to stay in your job. But if you don't, you should probably keep it. Besides, the harsh truth about business is that if you do not have the energy and motivation to give in 2 hours after you finished your day job, you're probably not energized and not motivated enough to make this business successful anyway. I know it's harsh, I'm sorry, but from my experience, it's simply the truth. Business owners will have difficulties, will have challenges, and you have to have this extra motivation, this extra energy. If after the end of your normal day, your 9-to-5 job, you can't put in 2 more hours, I guess I can say you don't want it bad enough. I'm sorry I'm harsh, but I truly believe it's true. And actually, if your job is that terrible, I'd suggest you not stay in it. You should probably drop it anyway and quit it anyway, but you should find another day job. You should find a job that might be with less hours, with less demands. Maybe you'll get some less money in, but keep a job while starting your first business. This is, in my experience, a golden tip. I know it might sound weird or counterintuitive and you want to put everything into your business, you want to go all in, but trust me, most modern businesses, like the online businesses, freelance businesses, most modern businesses, unless you're like going to open a restaurant or something, most modern businesses do not need all this time. They can operate with few hours daily, and they will take some time over months to develop anyway. And it won't matter if you put in 60-hour work weeks or 10-hour work weeks. You can start small, you can start slow, while making sure you're stable financially, while making sure you're stable emotionally, because if you won't be stable, your business is going to die. Most modern business models will leave you with nothing to do if you'll go all in, if you'll go full time with them to begin with. And what's worse than you being bored is installing the negative and destructive habit of stressing and filling your time with unimportant stuff. Business owners start their first business to have freedom, but find themselves jailed in their own business. Plus, the more income from your job will produce the positive mindset of investing money in your business. Many new business owners are very afraid, very scared to put in some money on their business. They're like, I won't use this service for $5 a month because it costs money, and I'll stick to the crappy free version, which is in business 99% of the time the wrong idea, the wrong mindset to go in with. So first thing first, start flirting with your business, start playing with it. Don't go straight ahead to depending on it financially. By the way, even if you do manage to earn money from your business from day one, which some business models can definitely do it, it's probably the right idea to invest this money back into the business. It will increase the odds of success dramatically. The second implication of this idea is that you probably not yet have the best business model, even if you think you do. Your branding, your marketing strategy are probably more blunt and not yet on point. Some of your ideas right now are probably just bad, and I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is probably the truth. But that's okay. If you won't get emotionally attached to your ideas, emotionally attached to your so-called business model or marketing strategy or whatever, it's a natural learning process. If we will go back to the dating example, most of us believed we will have an amazing time dating a specific kind of person. Most of us discovered with time that it simply was a bad idea. And we simply discovered that what's right for us is something entirely different. And that's amazing, and that's what's going to happen in your business many times. But there is no way to logically understand it. There's no way to predict the future. You simply have to go in, start doing it, start your first business, and then figure out what's right for you with time. Nothing beats experience in these cases. I would strongly suggest to not get emotionally attached to your ideas, your products, your services, or anything else. I would strongly suggest that you with time learn how to better give more value, more help, and better quality to your clients or customers. Most of them or some of them can be very much like you. Some of them can be very different. Getting to know them personally, getting to know them and understanding their needs, their desires is the main key to having success in business. So spend your time interacting with them, talking to them, asking them questions, replying to them, helping them. This is what will help you to create the actual best business model, marketing strategy, your best products. Don't get emotionally attached to your ideas, get emotionally attached to your clients. Too many small businesses fall in love with a concept, fall in love with something in their mind, and in that way are taking themselves downhill to business failure. Many people like the internet because they believe they can build a business without getting to know anyone, without talking to anyone. And this is in most cases wrong. There are random points of success. There are people who actually did it, but most people get to know their customers, get to know their clients, and then provide some things for them. Don't get me wrong, I like the internet, I love the internet, I love e-courses, I love tapes, I love seminars, I love everything. And I am buying e-courses, and I am buying stock videos and stock images. But after teaching thousands of hours in real rooms with real people, I can truly tell you that I do it better today because I actually know you. I don't know you personally, but I have been teaching so many people and have been understanding so many stories that I know you. and I can talk directly to you and understand your needs and how can I help you. And it's true that I just now started in English, and probably there are many differences between you guys and the guys I'm used to teaching. And this is why I reply to every comment. This is why I read every email. This is why I get engaged so much with you, because I understand that you guys might be just a little bit different. There's nothing in business that can change, that can replace you getting to know your customers. So don't depend on your business. Probably keep your day job. Don't get emotionally attached to your ideas and get to know your customers. Go ahead, give it a try, start your own business. It will be challenging, but if you can do it, it will be extremely rewarding. See you in the next video.